betting is this harmful on the surface, why do people bet? Now, so many people have taken to their Twitter page discussing certain things about betting. And if you try to have simple interaction with the young people, you will discover that they have this mindset that is either I'm doing Yahoo or I'm betting. And now most of them, they feel that betting is more legal than Yahoo. Since betting in Nigeria, for instance, some of the betting shops we have and all these sport betting sites, they have been licensed to operate in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So most of them feel that instead of doing Yahoo, I better enter into betting. There is this optimism that comes with betting.
There's a false hope
Yes.
in betting, even when you are losing. The idea of betting is not actually the losing, but what the person might gain. Even when the guy loses 100 naira now, you're telling him, you lost 100 naira yesterday, you lose 1,000 naira today. No. It's what you could get next that drives the betting stuff, the habits.
That's the thing. They always have this hope and optimism. Now, if you look at statistics, you will discover that in 2022 alone, betting claimed the lives of up to 10% of youth worldwide. Now, we are not talking about Nigeria alone this time around.
Other gambling and all those kind of things.
Yes. Now, that's betting for you. Then, when you bring it down to Nigeria...
10% of debts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they have this relation to betting activities.
Yeah.
It's still the same thing. Some gamble, some play them visual, some play
Even
different.
some people who use their school fees. There are stories of online guys who use their school fees.
Now, when you check the recent trends, for instance, a young man took his life December 2023. Another one took his life January 2024. Why? All because of betting. The first one betted with his school fees, and then he still did not work out. That's false hope and optimism that betting gives. And you always have this mindset that there could be a potential winning if I should mistake again. Do you know what this guy did? He went to his best friend that shares the same room with him, took his phone, transferred money, and played bets with it. When he lost everything, and they had an exam that was fast approaching. Now the guy was like, how do we do this? When the guy discovered his friend had moved his money, he told the guy that he should not let his parents know. But the guy had to call his parents. At the end of the day, when they told the guy that he should sell his friend's property and recoup his money, that kind of thing, in order to be able to pay his school fees, what happened? The guy took his life. That same day.
Very, very, very painful.
Now, there are so many instances of young people that engage in betting. I'm always confused. I'm asking myself, does it mean that these people do not know that there is no life in this? You bring, you know how it works is you bring 100 naira, 150, and you have this mindset, what is 100 naira?
And then when one person wins out of like 1,000, that thing becomes like a leverage for the betting companies to advertise betting itself that it works.
That's the thing.
Because sometimes they do win. That's the truth.
Sure. We can say that this is coming from their peers. That's influence. That peer pressure that comes from friends when they see them winning. Because some of them post their winnings online and they'll be like, I played with just 200 naira and then I won 150,000 naira. I have a friend who is a professional gambler. Let me put it that way. This guy, he believes that he's going to win one day. He has never won.
No, that's.
He has never won, but
he believes that one day.
He believes, and every day you see him, he's always plotting. He goes around with this, what's it called? This stick cover. No, stick cover, where he calculates whatever he does. Real Madrid, this one beat this one, and all. He has everything sketched out. Now, at the end of the day, after the whole thing, the whole staking, you'd ask him, guy, how far now? How much did you win today? He'd be like, tomorrow will be better. That's his ideology. He believes that all he has to keep on doing is to keep on putting money, that tomorrow will definitely be better. Now, that's the problem. These people don't understand that hope and optimism that bet gives you is false.
Yeah, because statistically, this is how bet works. If you bet with a company. Normally, you are betting with the company. Like you bet with Bet Niger. If you stake any bet on Bet Niger or let me say Bet King, you are betting with them. And you have 20 games or you have 10 games. You need to get all of them correctly before you can win. Bet Niger, on the other hand, has to only get one. Like how you have to only default in one before they can win. So you most likely have 1% chance or less than 1% chance of winning. Then Bet Niger has 99+% chance of winning. So you're almost at a very disadvantaged position to compete with Bet Niger. But people will never ever take this as a caution. Like the base rate, chance of you winning is very slim. What is their business? There was a report I read one time that most of the bet companies make close to like 30% profit every month.
It's possible.
Every month. The guy that owns Bet Niger owns a private jet company in Nigeria.
It's possible.
One of the founders of Bet Niger, can Google it. Very, very mighty rich guy. There was a story that was flying when MFL took over. That MFL had to block some of the accounts. MFL found out that the amount of money sitting idle in this guy's account. There was a time the guy that runs Babi Jebu, at the early stage of Buhari's administration, withdrew above $400 million once and transferred it abroad. Then that's prompted MFL and the CBN to block most of the accounts.
Now you know that Babi Jebu, I think, was the first one that came in.
And they're still playing it.
Sure.
And they will lower the umbrella in such a way that you won't see any person inside it.
They are still playing it. They are still playing it. Now, we already know the problem. Now, my question is this. What can be done to help people out?
The government. Now, if you say retrieve the license, it will be very harsh because for me, I don't even see what's bet for. It's not adding anything creative to the economy. It just
No, it's not. It's not adding anything at all
to the economy, right?
I just feel that
you're not creating goods. You're not creating any service.
I just feel that there should be massive sensitization. Now, just like you said, on the part of the government, now they should carry out massive sensitization. Because why I'm sounding this way is this. The number of lives that have been taken as a result of betting. Now, there should be another sensitization campaign on the angle of parents admonishing their children, talking to them about betting, the harmful effects of betting. Things like impacting on their mental health, being addicted to betting, the financial risks associated with betting. Now, teachers, schools should equally have something like clubs where they should teach their students about the harmful effects of betting. Then lastly, I feel that the government should mandate these big betting sites to build establishments for the younger ones. Now, it could be educational stops or it could be institutions that could handle them whenever they have mental issues or can help them come out from depression and so many other things.
Or like you once said about restricting their wallets to a certain amount.
That's another thing.
Like in Nigeria, even if you make it like 1,000 naira per person, it won't be bad because it's a very big issue in UK. Even some football teams now in UK are saying that anything from 2025 when their contract expires with most of the betting, because they are actually sponsored, a lot of them are sponsored by betting companies.
Sure.
That they may not have to renew it. Because this is something they are fighting. There was one that happened, I think they get Newcastle or thereabout. You know, most of the players in their contracts, you cannot actually bet. You understand? Because maybe you want to be transferred to another team. You can link the team and go and bet against it. Then one guy was punished for engaging in betting. And now the press people were saying, you are punishing somebody for engaging in betting and the bet companies are sponsoring you guys. This is not hypocrisy.
That's the thing. So the government should restrict the age for betting.
And then,
or better still, they can do it in such a way that any betting betting account or wallet must have a restricted amount. Because these guys, funny enough, if you allow them, they can bet with 100 million.
Yes, no, it is even happening in Nigeria. There are
for instance, Drake and the rest, you will see them. Drake would wake up one morning and then he would just wager a bet of $1 million or more. Now, the government can go about and say, we are restricting you to so and so amounts.
Yes, payday.
That's the thing. And then the betting companies, part of their profits should go into society.
Subsidizing, promoting courses that will let people know what they are getting into to stop this issue of, because
And you know, sorry, I'm cutting you short. You know, there is this thing I love about cigarettes, that's tobacco companies.
yeah, you are liable to
This
buy
thing,
young.
exactly. Smokers are liable to die young. Now, betting companies, I feel that the government should mandate them to have a mantra. When people look at, they can actually visualize the
What they are
harmful
going
effects
into.
of betting. So you now know, I'm doing this with all my heart, and then at the end of the day, I'm doing this with every knowledge.
And I'm aware of what I'm doing.
Exactly, I know the
Because
implication.
getting addicted to betting is something else. Just
That's
like
another
cigarettes.
addiction.
When people get addicted to betting, it becomes a very, even uniform people, sometimes you see them go into that place.
That's the thing.